Hey y'all, what's up? So I wanted to make a video on how I keep my scalp clean. So number one for me is the applicator bottle. Having that applicator bottle makes it so easy to have a direct line of access to my scalp. Even if I can't see it, I can use that applicator bottle to get past my roots, past my locks, and get right into my scalp. So what you see me doing here right now is shampooing my scalp. So I kind of make my own shampoo just a little bit. I kind of remix it a little bit. So I use a Castor shampoo and I mix it with a few essential oils. So right now, what you see me lathering my scalp and my roots with is a black castor oil shampoo. So I put the black castor oil shampoo inside of the bottle and then I dilute it with some water. And honestly, this is probably about a 2-to-1 dilution. And then I mix, for this one, I mixed it with some eucalyptus oil and some lemongrass oil. So I don't know what happened to my hair in the past few months or whatever, but a few months ago, I was dealing with a lot of flakiness on my scalp, a little bit of dandruff probably. And I don't know how I got it or where it was coming from or why it was so dry, but that eucalyptus, I put a few drops of eucalyptus inside of the shampoo bottle, inside of the applicator bottle that you see here, and it just worked wonders for my hair. And so for me, it really worked for me, and I would probably highly recommend that. Lemongrass is also really good for dandruff and flakiness, and so I'm using that as well here. And honestly, this I probably used, I used that little concoction about 1 to 2 times, and it really helped. And so I would highly recommend that. And so as you can see, I just make sure like the nozzle is in, going past my roots, or is going through the boxes that my locks are already in, and I'm just making sure that I have that direct line of access to my scalp to make sure the shampoo is really getting in there. And I know, like, if you really don't want to disturb your hair or whatever, having that applicator bottle, that nozzle, is really good for it. So I let my hair dry overnight, and this scene right here is from the next morning. So I'm just spraying my roots with a little bit of rose water. So in my last video, I talked about my 3 must-have products for locks, and rose water was one of the items on the list. So you can definitely refer back to that to see all the things that I talked about regarding the properties of rose water and why I love it so much, and how to choose a rose water that's right for you. So right now, I'm about to get busy with this hot oil treatment. As you can see, I checked it in the back of my hand to see if it was cool enough to use on my scalp. Because previously I was about to put it on my scalp and realized it was just way too hot. So when you do your hot oil treatments, definitely make sure to remember to check it on your hand first, just as you would a bottle or something, to see if it's, you know, at a temperature that's fine and right for your head. So as you can see, I'm using that applicator bottle. I'm using the nozzle to get directly on my scalp. You can oil your roots, you can oil your hair, and that's cool, but you actually have to be mindful to make sure you're actually getting to your scalp. So if you're transitioning from cultivated to freeform locks the way I am, you probably already have those lines and those boxes in your head that you can filter through to make sure that you're actually oiling your scalp and making sure your scalp is healthy and good. And, you know, definitely pay attention to what your scalp looks like to make sure that the health of your scalp is something that you are agreeing with. So this concoction that you see in my hand right now, this is black castor oil, olive oil, eucalyptus oil, and lemongrass oil. Like I said, my scalp was flaky a few months ago. I don't know what happened, but it just got flaky all of a sudden. So not only did I put the eucalyptus in the shampoo bottle, I also put the eucalyptus inside of my oil bottle. And so when I would moisturize my hair when I moisturize my hair, I moisturize it with a rose water tonic and a oil treatment. And so I was constantly oiling my scalp with that eucalyptus. And like I said, for me, I swear by it. I really feel like that eucalyptus works. And this time around, I put some lemongrass oil in it, because I just want to switch it up, play with the oils, see what works, what does my hair respond to, what does it like, in order to improve my hair and make sure that everything is good and gravy. And the next thing that I want to talk about regarding the scalp is that you kind of want the liquid to be liquidy enough that it can spread throughout your scalp and your hair. So the reason why I add probably a 2-to-1 ratio on the shampoo to water is that the shampoo is really thick and I want it to just spread a little bit more easier. So that's why I add water to the shampoo bottle. And for this hot oil treatment, the olive oil serves the same purpose. So the reason why I add that olive oil to the black castor oil is because it'll just break it up and make it just a little bit more liquidy, so it's not so thick, so that it can actually really spread throughout my hair a little bit easier. So that's another trick that I use to make sure that my scalp is getting what I'm trying to give to it. And so after that, I actually just give myself a scalp massage. I give myself a massage just to stimulate my hair, to spread the oil throughout my hair, make sure it's, everywhere in my scalp, my roots and all that good stuff, and get that blood flow going. And honestly, I just really like it. I love massages, and I just love a good scalp massage. It just makes me feel so good and relaxed, and I don't know. I just love it. So thank you everyone for watching my video, and until then, I'll see you all next time. Toodles!